well, let's get started on the first order of business would be to approve the minutes from February 1st, 2024 by Zoom meeting that we had.
Mhm.
You know, it's funny. The first order of business was address the email from Lisa. And I'm like, what email?
I know, that's what I was wondering.
Last month. And I'm like, I have no idea what we talked about.
Yeah, I think there might, I mean, I think I think that um there had been an email from somebody asking a question. Sorry about that. I would have to look at the, if you want, I can look at
I
the,
think I know what it's about. I just read it quickly as we were talking, but everything else is like stuff that we've been talking about, you know, um,
yeah.
so I forget what you do first. Somebody says and somebody seconds it or something. I move
Yeah.
to approve and then somebody raises their hands and seconds it.
I move to
Yeah,
approve the
yeah.
minutes blah blah blah.
Yeah, we
Okay.
make a motion to approve.
I
Somebody
put in the
seconds it.
motion to approve the minutes.
I second.
Perfect. Okay. So look at us. We got one done already.
Hey.
And then is this, I don't have the thing open, the agenda that I sent to the town. Is the second one the thing about the $425 grant
Oh.
from 2023?
Yes.
Is that, it
That's the
is,
second.
okay. So I went down to talk to Jackie, not last Friday, but the Friday before. Jackie's the in the town accountant office. They were waiting and waiting and waiting for a receipt. They did receive some paperwork from this grantee from 2023, but they never got the receipt, which is kind of one of the most important, if not the most important.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So at some point, it seemed like, you know, that she can't be, the town accounting office has to reconcile at some
Right.
point.
Yeah.
So we did pull the plug on it. Our treasurer, Diana, sent them a very nice email, and lucky we don't have to disperse those funds this year. In 2024, we're done with dispersing funds in 2024, but it will roll up no matter what we get in 2025. This 425 will roll up into our
Oh,
2025.
good, okay.
Cool.
So that's that story. And then what's number 3, you guys? I should have it open, but I don't. On the agenda.
Oh. Grab your email.
The party?
Social media page.
Oh, social media.
Yeah.
Oh,
social media.
Sarah, are you here?
I
Yeah,
am.
there's Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Do you want to tell everybody what you've been doing for 6 years?
Not much, but
Oh, yes,
far
no,
as-
it
mean,
was beautiful.
I mean, I have, but as far as social media, I have not been doing much. So a little background is that a former member, Andy Levine, set up a Facebook page and was the admin, and then I took that over when he left. I really just post the basic dates and things like, you
Yep.
know, the grant set is now open, it's due at this point. And then if anything gets shared with us by the grantees to share, I'll share it. And I did open up an Instagram account maybe 3 years ago where I just cross post. So they're
Yep.
not individual things. It's not very often. And whoever takes it over could do more if you wanted, but somebody does need to take it over and just post public information.
Yeah. Do we have anybody that is social media savvy that would be interested in doing this? Stop yelling, everyone. It's so hard to hear who's yelling.
It's not, I mean, it's not, you don't really have to be that savvy. I just give you the password to sign in and then you can post on it. That's about it.
Okay. Sarah, why don't you send to the Arts Council email
Okay.
I
like,
may already have access.
to the Instagram and Facebook?
Just the Facebook.
Okay. Why don't you send Sarah both, just so we'll have a record of it, like being transferred over?
Okay, I mean, as
and-
soon as somebody else signs in, then I will take myself off of it, so.
Okay,
I
that's
don't mind
great.
taking a stab at it. I'm not gonna
Oh.
call myself savvy, but I will
Okay.
try.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you post something, I'll like it, so we'll both be considered savvy.
Yeah, we'll each like it.
And
Yeah.
I like it.
Thanks, Lindsay. It's not that bad. I mean, I intended to have more fun with it, and then of course I'm overcommitted
Yeah.
like everybody else, but.
Honestly, I don't see like the bare minimum is maybe like 4 posts a year.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
mean, that's
when
the bare
the
minimum.
applications are open,
exactly.
pre and post events.
I
And
share things by
Yeah.
other local councils, things like that, which is really easy.
yeah.
If it's MCC sanctioned, then I just hit share because I follow their posts.
Okay, I can do it.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, look at us. We're killing it tonight. We're killing it. Okay, so that's great. So Sarah, you're gonna send the
I'll
I don't
send
even
it
know
to
how it
Lindsay
works.
and I'll send it to Lindsay and the
and Arts Council.
but then if Lindsay changes the password, then she'll just have to let whoever takes over from her know.
You stop
Okay.
calling it the whack box, Lori.
Oh, okay, the whack box. That's what I meant. The whack box. Yeah, okay, so that's great. I don't even know how it works. Like is there like literally a username and password for like an Instagram account?
The username is the Wakefield Arts Council, and
Okay.
I don't remember what the Facebook one is, but I just changed the one today from one of those long auto-generated ones to
Yep.
add 2024. So that was easy. So whoever wants to take it over can then just change it again.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay. All right. So great. Okay, so that's good. So we talked about the social media. And then what's the next thing? I should
Yeah,
have this.
it's Wakefield Arts Council on Facebook as well.
Yep.
It is. Okay. Okay.
Is the next thing not our event coming up?
It's
Or is
discuss
that?
and plan and assign tasks for the grant reception.
Okay. All right. So thank you, Marlene, for getting us the cultural space, space.
Okay.
Albion,
What
what's
I-
it called?
Albion
It's
Cultural
called the
Exchange.
Albion Cultural Exchange, or ACE
Cultural
for short,
Exchange, okay.
which is what Dan likes to call it, ACE.
ACE. Okay.
I have, as does Jess, I bet. I have the code to open the door. So,
Okay.
last year we worried about who was going to get there. I think Joy Schilling or somebody. This year, I mean, I will be there, at 5 or 5:30 so that we can do setup and whatever.
Okay.
I do have, the access to the space.
Okay, that's
Also,
awesome. And there's
is there anything that we need to keep cold? Like if we wanted our drinks like soda or something with frizzy water to be cold, we can actually use the refrigerator in the other room the day before, and I can access us there if somebody wanted to meet me, whoever is doing soft drinks. I don't know if it's necessary to have cold frizzy water, a seltzer, but people wanted to. I can meet somebody there on Tuesday and open it up and we can put things in the refrigerator.
all right. Well, let's start
Yeah.
small with like what we're gonna do, and then maybe we'll
Okay.
drill down to something like that. But if excuse me, did everybody like that? I thought it was so pretty and it smelled so good, that charcuterie platter that we got at
Oh, I
Farmland.
thought that
here.
was a great deal and the price was right and everything.
Yeah, do you guys want to do that again?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea.
Okay.
I don't want to be the point person this year because if I'm going to be over at ACE, opening up the space and helping to set it up, maybe
Agreed.
somebody else can be point person for actually interfacing with farmland and getting the platters. Plus,
Yep,
I no longer
agreed.
have a car. Last year, Jess helped me out, but somebody, better done with somebody who has a car and get the
Yeah.
things over there,
I can order the stuff at Farmland. I'll work with Diana on how much we can spend.
Yeah.
And I'll bring it.
Okay, I got
Because
very
I have
nicely
a big
reimbursed.
car.
I got reimbursed within a couple of weeks, and we did 2 charcuterie platters. I don't know if we need to, some extra crackers, and we did cookies for dessert. And I
Yeah, there
think
was
the
like
whole
a
thing
dessert
came to
platter or something that they did.
Yeah, it was
I
really
think
great.
the whole thing came to like $225 or something like that. Really was great because I had priced it around the area, and this was a great price, and they were so nice and so accommodating, and everything was fresh. And then
Yeah, they're
Jess's
wonderful
parents
there.
got to eat it all at the end because I hardly ate, nobody ate a lot of it. we should bring plastic bags this time to take things home, I think. But I'll
Okay.
volunteer since I'm opening the space. I'll volunteer unless if we have some hiding somewhere, somebody can get them to me. What's our status on paper goods and things? Did we have stuff left over from last year?
I took home, plastic tablecloths.
We don't really need them because if we set up the way that we did set up, which was probably why you have them, it was beautiful the way we set up, and that's where Jess puts like seltzers and drinks and things when we have the storytelling nights along that area. Lindsay and Guy, you know where like they had all those trays of food.
Yep.
I mean, if we put things along that area, the food, that was excellent. And
I
then-
believe
think that's pretty
Kathleen did the
wise.
paper products last year.
Diane, what did you say?
I believe Kathleen did the paper
If
products
she
last
took
year.
them with her, what was left? I will
might have
do,
taken
I'll
home what was
volunteer
left,
to
yeah.
do paper products, okay?
Oh, okay.
Napkins and,
Mhm.
like little whatevers for drinks and things. But,
Okay.
and I don't need to be reimbursed on that. That's, that's a
Yeah.
little,
And the other thing is, like, if we do wine, we need to donate it ourselves. We can't.
Right.
We
Oh,
can't
that's
use it for
right.
the administrative
Yeah.
fund.
So farmland charcuterie and dessert, some sort of dessert thing. Laura, you said you will coordinate with Diana to set that up.
Yeah, I'll ask Diana how much we can spend, and then I'll go to Farmland and order it, and then I'll pick it up at Farmland on the night of, and I'll drive it over, and
okay.
then park right in
Yeah.
front, hopefully, and then, we can just bring it in and set it up on those black,
Yep,
marble
yep, on the
counters.
black high
Mhm.
top like where the
Yeah.
ticket thing is.
Yeah.
There's a,
I mean, we need some sort of either soft drinks or seltzer water and a couple of bottles of wine, which are donated.
I might be able to do something with the wine. I've got speaking of side hustles, I'm doing like wine tastings at
Oh.
the liquor stores and stuff
cool.
like that. So I may have some stuff I can possibly bring
cool.
by then.
What a great
what-
side hustle,
what are
Diana.
you? What are
Yeah,
your
yeah,
bets?
I've got a
Wine.
my
Yeah,
my
I'm
husband's
curious.
cousin
Side
runs
hustle
the
in
company,
wine.
so it worked out.
Um,
But anytime like anytime I do one of them, whatever, if I open a bottle and it's not finished, I get to keep it because we can't.
That is a
continue to
really
serve
good side
That's
hustle.
awesome.
um,
So I might be able to do something with that, but I will.
yeah,
I will
can
get back to you.
I mean, I guess if that is the alcohol, then something like seltzer or I mean, I think seltzer is
Yep.
pretty easy. I don't know that we need a soda.
I don't think we do.
So if we do
No.
like seltzer, that can come though out of the budget, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that absolutely can.
Okay. Um,
Yeah, so we just need somebody to like,
Yep.
and the problem with that is it's usually heavy, like the
Oh
waters.
yeah, Lori, I can help you. Like I work from home. And I also, if anything goes wrong, I know the code for the ACE, so I
Okay.
can help you get stuff over there.
So
I'm
what
just
if I get
I'm
it at
allocating
Farmland?
who's doing what. What's that?
What if I just get, but I know it's probably gonna be a little more expensive than certainly if we go to BJ's or something and get it, but
Oh,
what
go
if I
to
just get?
Farmland. They do such a lovely job, and it wasn't that much more expensive, I
Oh, no, I'm
think.
talking about for the waters and the seltzer
Oh,
waters.
yeah,
Like I
why
could
not?
even, yeah, I'll just grab, I mean, I don't think we'd need any more than like, I tops 40 beverages, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even too many.
Right. But
Mhm.
I'll see what they have and I'll just grab it when I go to pick up the
Okay.
stuff that night and we'll keep it super simple.
Yeah.
And then, I will already be at ACE to help take things in. If other people are at ACE,
Right.
like if you're getting over there, say 5:30-ish, and I've opened the door by 5:15 or so, started setup. Easy enough to do if we're inviting people to come at 6. Is that
Okay.
what we're doing?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. We have to set the
Invitations.
time. And I have to do the invites. I'll do them again this year by Evite.
Yeah, just give me a shout, Lori, when you're doing that. If it seems confusing or anything,
Thank
just give me
you.
a shout and I can help
Yes,
you.
you helped me last year. That was awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got if I still have the login, otherwise I would just do it. But yeah, when you're doing it, just ping me
Okay.
on email and I'll help you.
Okay, awesome.
By the way, walking back a little bit, The budget for like the whole thing is like 350 because we have an
Oh.
administrative budget, but we don't use it for anything else except for this. So I just like throw the whole budget at it.
Okay.
Okay,
And paper goods, I'll go across the street to that store.
the dollar store.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
except nothing's $1, everything's $1
No.
and a
$1.25
quarter.
or $1.50 now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's such a weird place. I would never buy food there. But I
Oh.
always feel weird when I go in there. I think,
Diana, when you bring wine, can you also bring an opener?
Yeah.
love-
I mean,
Sounds like some of it might be open, but that was the thing that we didn't have last year. I
yeah,
think
my daughter had to
daughter
run
had to
over.
bring it
A
over.
lot of wines now, just even in the year, are now screw top, even good wines. I'm finding
No, I
increasingly.
know. It's just we
Yeah.
happen to not have those, and then I
Right.
realized we were relying on the good kind-heartedness of your daughter to bring us a wine opener.
Yeah, and she did. She brought.
Yes,
I
nice.
will just take my
yeah, I'll bring
opener and
mine.
throw it in my bag just to
I've
have
got
it.
I've got a
Just-
few, so it's fine. I can
Yeah.
bring one.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't think about that last year. What else do we need?
I have one question, and it's something that I've noticed for our show. It's kind of something out of our hands, but you might want to, or if you can see with Dan, there hasn't been an art display in there for a while, and the walls are pretty
Okay, there
Barton?
is going to be an art display. The Arts Collaborative starts their
Oh.
show at
Oh,
the very
good.
beginning of April, and it runs throughout the month of April. So whether or not that stuff will still be up,
Isn't it
last-
usually the high school that has their
yes, and the high, I
exhibit?
don't have the dates on the high school, but on the Arts Collaborative, the dates are April 4th or 5th through, I think, the first weekend in May. So they're, whether or not they take everything down
Mm.
immediately, I do not know, but it looks terrible with all those thingies hanging down.
It would be nice if it would be nice if something was up, because it has been really nice to do shows in there when there are things on the wall, and when it's all gone, it
Yeah.
looks very
And we
very-
tend
It
to
is.
time this for when the high school has their
I will find out the
exhibition.
dates on the high school. Let me ask
Yeah.
Dan about that.
yeah, that'd be
let me-
great.
Okay. Because I have to, we talk fairly regularly. We talk more than I'm doing much of anything.
Well, yeah, this would
But
be
we're
great.
planning, we're talking. I mean, he has incredible ideas for this space, about 10 years worth. I mean, I'm not going to be around doing it with him in 10 years from now. I'm going to be incredibly old by then. But, you know, he's always going to this, and I've been upstairs and he has these incredible ideas for upstairs. It's really exciting. So I said, Dan, really? You know, because upstairs is kind of needs money to really, you know, take those ideas into fruition. He said, well, I've got 14 years until I retire. So I said, that's the timeline, huh? But it really, he wants to fill that space with performance. That's the big thing. The first floor, you know, and what happens at the second floor, whether it's offices or studios or workspace or something. It's going to be really nice.
For the Art Council meeting boardroom.
That's
Yeah.
right.
for when we're forced to see each other in person again.
We
Just
can
with-
always, we can use it for meetings at any point as can, or we can use the Heritage Room at the Civic Center. But anytime we would like to meet in person just tell me and I can book it for us.
And
So
we
if we
could meet
want
at
to
the
meet in
library
person.
too, if need be, if none of those other
Yes.
places were. But we are going to have to start meeting again in person based on
When?
something I saw on MCC's website. I forget the date, but it was sooner than I thought, and it was a little bit more like ruly than I thought. I forget what it was, but it was almost like we had to, I'm gonna take a guess and say we had to at least meet once a year or something face to face. It was something like that. I'll
Oh,
look.
Okay.
Well, we
with
meet
the
at our
bylaws.
event. We meet at our event face to face.
yeah, but I feel like we'll
Exactly.
have to have one public meeting per
Yeah.
year
But
so
we
that
could
we
do
can
that,
have the
and we could
public
have it
come.
at ACE since it is an art space, and you know,
It's
and I know where the
Yeah.
calendar is, so we can book it. If we book it ahead of time, we can certainly do
Yeah,
face-to-face
we-
meetings there.
Yeah, because
do
I
it,
was
do it in the
ass-
summertime so I can walk there.
Yeah, me too. I can walk there.
I
I
can
was
walk there.
thinking, I was thinking it was something that we didn't ever have to do because I came during COVID. So like
Right.
Yeah.
I just thought everything was virtual, like, and it was total, but this is like a unique thing.
Yeah.
You know, but to me it was just the thing, you know.
I mean,
that we
yeah,
did.
the entire time I've been here, it's been online.
What's going to happen is every meetings are going to grow to be hybrid. It's like going into the office a couple of days a week. Meetings will be hybrid because we'll have to be offering virtual options also,
Mm,
is my understanding. In the world of meetings,
mhm.
you know. But if
All
we
right,
want to
well
meet
then-
at Ace, we easily can meet at Ace.
All right, well, let me look again. I forgot. I remembered it was something that I read and I was like, oh, I have to tell the team this, and then because I'm old, if I don't like write it down right away, it's
I'll put
You
it
are
on
not that
matters
old,
matters
Lori.
unanticipated. Lori to investigate new open meeting laws for in-person requirements.
yeah, thank you.
So
There
have
we
we
go.
Does,
covered, have we,
when do
we
the
covered everything
applications
for the
open up?
event?
For next year? Oh,
No.
for to be on the council?
No, for the event, have we covered everything? Oh, Lindsay said something I didn't hear.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Lindsay, I didn't get it.
When do the cultural grant applications open up?
Like
'Cause we could
It's
September,
usually in the
October.
fall.
Maybe we can
September.
do an in-person event, a meeting around that time, and if people want to come and ask questions about filling
That's a
out
good
the
idea.
application or
We've done
whatever.
that a few times at the library in the past and had no one show, but it would be great if they did now.
But at least we said we could say we offered it.
Right, and we could
Yes.
have our meeting at the same time, and if somebody comes, we welcome them and say, did you have any questions?
I mean,
We also-
technically anybody's allowed to visit
Right.
this meeting, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also did one year at the town hall, actually, in one of those rooms with
Oh, wow.
two previous grantees. One was one of those orchestras, and I forget who the other was. I can picture the guy, but they were there to answer any questions if people
Oh,
were
very
applying for the
nice.
first
Nice.
time about their
That's a nice
experience.
idea.
And we did have one person come to ask about like whether humanities were included. It was
Right.
pretty good.
We should have a table at the farmer's market. I tried last year to get them to
Yes.
respond to me to have a table, and they never got back to me. I outreached to them twice to say, can we have a table at the farmer's market? Never got back.
Well, I asked the lady and she did get back to me. She said they'd love to have us. at
Oh.
the
Anne
farmer's
Anne
market.
Marie Gallivan.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're better than I. Well, then we
And
should.
then something, then it was like
There
the
was a lot
season just went,
Yeah, the scheduling was a little tricky, and plus we had to like make a banner and whatever.
Oh,
yes,
that was
that's what it
it,
was.
yeah.
We needed a banner and I don't know. Maybe we should do it this summer because, you
Do we
know,
want to
we'll
do
get ahead of
that?
it.
Or do we want to do something like be at Wakefield 101 when they do it next?
Yes,
What's
we should be at
that?
Wakefield 101. When do they do
I don't know what that is.
Wakefield 101 is if you're new to Wakefield, the library puts it on, but they put it on at the AmeriCal Center, and it's got all the people.
I could have used that back in
CAT,
2009.
The HRC, you get a mug. They tell, if you're new to Wakefield, they tell you about like energy discounts and all that kind of jazz and
That's
everything.
right, all of the departments, and we should do it at the 101. I
There's
just don't
no
remember
chat,
when it
but
is.
the last year's was November 2nd.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that can't be done this year. I feel like my plan is to be out of the country when everybody's voting. I'm just gonna vote and then leave.
Oh dear, so you're because of the bloodbath?
Yeah. But
My passport is up to date.
yeah.
Mine is too. Where are we going, guys?
Whack on the road.
Road trip.
But yeah, I can find out if I know that somebody from the HRC is reaching out to the farmers market. And I know that they book up fast. We got a lousy date last year and I stood at the farmers market in the pouring rain for the
Oh, that's
HRC.
lovely.
Well, last year it rained almost every weekend.
Yeah, it was
it was really
horrible.
bad.
Ugh.
And if you don't have one of those, like tarps or
Well, yeah,
something,
you
You
need to
have
have
to,
like
that was another thing. You have to have a tent over
you
you.
gotta bring your whole thing. You gotta bring your
Wow.
Yeah.
tents,
Yeah.
your tables. So that's why I would say like if
let's
we're
go to the
going,
101 instead. Farmers market
Yeah.
is so labor intensive.
Sounds
if-
like it.
yeah, if you're gonna do it, you really have to have like all this stuff.
Anne Marie said she would give us a tent last year. and
Yeah,
we
it's
just never got
possible.
the banner done and nobody could sit there for the 6 hours or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was another thing that you can't like just go for an hour or two. If you commit to a date at the farmer's market, you have to be there for the entire
Yeah.
There
it-
is something.
I remember Ira was kind of the point person for that, and he kind of
Right.
he
There
he kind
is
of decided
something,
that
and
it
I
wasn't worth
forget
our time.
which one it is. There's something by the lake, and it has all the like nonprofits and things.
Oh, the festival by the lake?
Yep, that's
Yes,
Festival by the
we could
Lake.
do that. I mean, it's the same thing. You need to sort of have a tent and a tarp and a da 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 da. But and I think there's a $25 fee or something like that, which we can certainly, if we save money on our event, we certainly have a little bit of administrative money
We
to
never use
spend.
it all.
Yeah. So we could go to that instead of trying to get into the farmer's market. Because that one
That's-
has everybody there.
and that's usually in June, right?
Yeah, this year it was canceled.
Oh, because of rain.
Something, yeah, because of rain. I know
Yeah,
I
that
had
was-
signed,
yeah.
I
You
had
mean
signed up
this
for it, and
past
then
year,
I
not
got,
this coming year, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
we
signed
can
up
see
for it
when
like when my
that is.
in-laws were coming, and then I got the reprieve from the rain,
Oh.
from having to sit at a table, not from my in-laws.
Oh.
But
Hey,
yeah,
it worked out.
all those things, like, I mean, I guess I I having done them all for, like, I've done them all for the HRC. I think the Wakefield 101 one is nice because it really is a nice introduction to the town.
And it's
event.
inside.
The other things I'm
did you-
agnostic on. I think it's nicer to have a meeting where we interface with our grant people, or at least are open to doing it. Since so much of what we do is that, I think anything that might be able to either showcase people who have won grants or help people write grants, I think is kind of might be a nice way to extend what we're already doing.
I agree.
I have to go back though. Did you say that the Wakefield 101 was in November?
It was last year.
Okay. Timing on that's a little weird because like I don't remember when the deadline is for getting the grants in, the grant
October
applications in.
14th or something like that. October 14th.
Yeah, so it's
How do
like
you hear about Wakefield 101? Because I've only lived here 2 years and I never heard of it.
Lindsay, do you get the newsletter or the announcements or whatever from the town?
No.
Okay, go to the town website. You can
have
sign
to
up
sign
and
up
then
for them,
they'll tell
yeah.
you about
Yeah, but then you have to
everything.
know to look there too.
What do you mean?
Yeah, isn't
Yeah,
that funny?
It is
Yeah,
tricky.
Yeah.
That's true. If I didn't tell you, you would know to look. Go to the town website.
It's
They
in
have
the
a,
newspaper, in the daily item. You could
Yeah,
subscribe.
but if you get the daily item, I don't get the daily.
I
Right,
can tell
What's
you
the daily
because
item?
Or
Yes,
it's
do you
also
get the
on the
daily item?
it's on the Facebook pages, the very
Oh, that's right. You can read it
Oh.
online.
I have
Never.
to, this is a story that I probably shouldn't be saying on here, but the only time I ever read it, I thought it was a free paper and I took it from the liquor store and I then realized it was 75 cents when I got home.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I paid it back when I went the next time.
no.
yeah, I don't
That's my
know
only
how-
shoplifting incident.
That's a great story, Diana.
If we can kind of table it. I know that through the HRC we will do a table at Wakefield 101. So when
I was wondering if we could do a joint table maybe and split some of the costs or something. I don't know.
There's hardly a cost.
when
for
it
101.
when I'm being asked about it through the HRC, I will ping everybody and I'll
Okay,
say,
thank you.
think about this again. And then we
Okay.
can decide whether or not to do it, because it will kind of depend on timing and what's going on with people and whether or not people even have the availability to sit at it, because it isn't like it's just an event that you're sitting at the table for the night.
Yeah, I do a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
feel like
tabling
if
for
everybody
different
could take a
things.
shift or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I table for, say, Streets Wakefield, because I'm in the core group and I've been doing that for a couple of years. I don't mind tabling. But we have a cover and a tent and a banner and all that. So I'm not sitting out in the brutal sun when we table,
Hmm.
you know.
I mean, the other thing we could do is just plan for it for next year and make sure we have a larger administrative budget so that we can cover that and the
But
the
those things
reception.
I mean, we could buy ourselves a banner. I think a banner is about $75.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, I think we should. I think it's something we should plan for because, I mean,
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta have a box of swag. You gotta give people at least a
That's a good
pencil.
point.
Like
Yeah.
you gotta
it
give
adds.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my,
no,
my,
you're
my
right.
my foggy head is trying to say it adds up, and I can't say English.
Well, and it also like we would just have to like because we haven't really been tabling. We don't currently have like a box of all the
No,
junk.
you're right.
Yeah.
So I think it's not that it's a bad thing to be at, but we would have to kind of like,
We have to get in the game.
yeah, we gotta get in the
That's
game.
right.
We gotta get a box
If
of
we ha-
magnets.
I was gonna
Make
say
that
if we.
investment in swag. Put
Yeah.
our
Yeah,
names on
if we
things.
have
Get a
money left
banner.
over after the reception, we can certainly apply it towards getting like at least part of what we need
Mhm.
for events in the future, so that we don't have to have this discussion every year.
I
Yeah.
want a whack pencil or a whack pen.
I was
Yeah.
going to say a pencil or a pen. And we're an arts council. Why don't we have whack colored pencils?
That's right.
Mm.
Yeah. And there are a lot of like there's so many of these little companies that do cheap stuff,
Yep.
and I feel like we need to
Absolutely.
figure out how to do it through the town. We just have to like, if we're gonna do it, we have to like, allocate some brain space to it. So
Yep.
Can,
I'll
can I
just
ask,
keep an
can I
eye on
ask
the
an
magnets.
magnets. We
can I
should
ask
have
an unrelated
refrigerator
question while I'm
magnets that
thinking
say
about it?
whack.
Can I ask an unrelated question while I'm thinking about it?
Sure.
When do the acceptance letters go out?
When did they go out?
Yeah, what's the date that's listed on them?
I think the date is like March 8th.
March 8th?
Yeah. But it is but MCC notified them like back in February.
But my point being, because we had to base it on the date on the letter,
Oh,
what our deadlines were. And what I'm going to try and do this year is like send out like something like every quarter, like every 3 months.
yes.
So I just wanted to know from what date I would
Yeah.
be starting at.
They're all in the all 22 of them now, thanks to Guy, are in the our Google Drive. So
okay.
you can just pop one open. I was gonna look at one because they were all on my desktop right here, but after I put them there, I deleted them off my desktop. This is my work computer. And so I deleted them off for this. And but if I'd have to go to the Google Drive to open it, but I think they were dated March 8th. They're
Okay.
all gonna be dated March 8th. We could also look in the whack box because they're all in the sent
I haven't looked there in a
box.
couple of weeks. I was afraid that Marilyn might have written me back.
Oh, I haven't looked at it really either since that letter went out. I suppose
Yeah.
I should look in there
Yeah.
in the whack box too.
So you'll be sending out a quarterly
Just
update?
yeah, like we'd love to hear how your event is going with your grant kind of thing.
Remind them to save those receipts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save your receipts.
Yeah.
And also if they're people doing a performance or something like that, they can just make up their own invoice for their time.
Right.
Yes.
That's
Mhm.
That's
something most
often
people
what the
don't
receipt
know.
is.
Yeah.
Lindsay, it looks like I'm looking at the Facebook thing now. It looks like I have to invite you. What is your, do you have a Facebook account?
Yeah.
What is there's like 1,000 Lindsay Reardons.
It looks like there's a girl with a penguin statue.
I see it. All right, I'm gonna send you a invite to be an admin. Thanks.
And if you want to throw a reminder, in that reminder email, like hey, we can
Yep.
we can share your event on our Facebook or Instagram if you want to send us that information.
Yeah,
And then I
I'll
can do
still
that.
email you the information. I just was looking up at the process of how to do it.
Oh, I meant Diana when she sends the finance reminder.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I missed that. I was
Sorry,
trying
it's
to put
okay.
something in my
I should
calendar.
say, if you're sending a reminder email to people like, hey, how's your event going? Or if it's like
Mhm.
upcoming still, I can,
Yeah.
if they send you a link or something, I can post about it.
Yeah, exactly. Like we'd love to share it on our social media. We'd like to try and invite like
Mm-hmm.
members if it's general public, that kind of thing. So in addition to remember that you have to fill in your paperwork, please.
Okay. Well, we got a lot done tonight.
Yep, the only last matters unanticipated is look into B to just find out.
Yes. Yes.
Is she on? Does she exist?
You know what, you guys, I'll go, if the doodle still exists, I don't know how that works. I'll see if she responded to the doodle, to the
Okay.
last doodle.
Okay.
Because I think we did only have like, there was one missing. So I bet it's her, but I don't know. I'll go back and see if I can access the doodle and who responded. And then I'll come back and we'll, should we meet one more time, or can we do everything like sort of just by emails, like I ordered this stuff on
I think we can do by
farmland?
emails.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
Okay.
if we need to, we can pull something together pretty
Right.
quick.
yeah,
Okay. I mean, I will be at Ace, with the door, opening the door around 5:15 that night. That's all.
okay.
And when are we sending out the invites or the evites or whatever? Vites?
I don't like to send the invites out too soon.
No,
if it's
people
on
forget.
22 May, I'd send them on like May 1
Bye.
Okay.
by
Because it
email.
doesn't matter, we'll just plan for people coming, that's all. And us. Are we inviting town council members and people
I
like
think
that?
so. I
I
like
think we
that.
should.
Yeah. Just the more the merrier, because, so few people actually do come. So,
And we should
you know,
maybe invite people we should invite Sherry Daltons, and
oh,
she,
absolutely. Yep.
supports things, and, and Steve Mayo, all of those
Yep.
folk from town hall, I
Yep.
think.
And I'll invite Carolyn Cole from MCC.
Yep.
I'll invite a few past council members that aren't on the council anymore. Even past grantees can come. But certainly I'll invite the 22 grantees of this year, and that's because that's what it's all about. And yeah.
Okay.
Great.
I'm
All right.
fading fast.
I love this event. I think
It was very
this
lovely
event is,
last year. We did good.
yeah, it was very nice. It's always very nice.
And the charcuterie platters were really nice. I was so pleased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I told Farmland afterwards that it was very lovely. We appreciated it.
Oh, that's
Price was
good.
right.
And
you
it
know.
smelled so nice. It smelled
Yeah, it
like
did.
rosemary.
Maybe. I don't remember.
They put a
Or
little
deli.
rosemary for decoration
Yeah. Oh,
in the
that's right. They
charcuterie.
did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. They must have some vegan options or something, or just
No, the platter is kind of made up already,
or like cookies or some dessert.
I can
I don't know
can
really
ask
if they
them.
have vegan options.
Well, I live right next door. I'll go look.
Yeah, I
They
think
have a little catering brochure in the very big front. I mean, you can go, they're very accommodating. So you could ask them if we got cookies, is it possible to get a few vegan cookies or something like?
Yeah. I know you can make a vegan egg with like flaxseed, and you can make some baked goods with
But
like
I
a
don't know if,
flax
if we're
egg.
gonna start doing that, we're gonna run up the cost of these things.
well, I mean, it's I think that you can I would just when you're looking at the menu, I would see if they also
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't
I don't
remember
know if
seeing
there's
anything.
I don't know if there's a vegan option on the charcuterie plate, but I think we could probably look into seeing what we
Oh, I
could
don't
put out
remember that.
to accommodate. When my daughter was younger, she had an egg allergy, and I've done the
Oh.
flax eggs,
Oh,
and all kinds of ways um, to get baked goods into her without any eggs in them, but she overcame it, and
oh, good.
now she eats eggs.
Oh, wow.
But I mean, this would be something that I would just look at Farmland's menu, and if there's
Yeah.
not anything that they do, we can get some products or go
Yeah,
somewhere.
and just have a
we
plate
can-
of vegan cookies or something.
Yeah.
They are really accommodating. That's the thing I remember. They're very helpful in ordering things and talking you through things. I just really I appreciated how accommodating they were.
Mhm.
So,
All right, y'all.
you set?
Cool.
I said, all right, y'all, and the closed captioning said, all right, Joel. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, this was awesome as usual.
Yeah, we're very efficient as a group. I like that.
Yeah.
We really
Yeah.
are.
Cool.
I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody because this
Bye,
is
Sarah.
meeting.
Yeah.
Thank you
Oh,
for everything, Sarah.
Sarah,
And-
can you come on
And
the
I'm gonna
27th?
be in Italy that week, so I
How
Oh.
wonderful for
Oh.
you.
Gosh, you're gonna really be so sad to be in Italy.
What a tough choice. I know. Yes.
Ah, God.
I
wow.
But
mean,
thank
It's-
you
I mean,
for
it can be
carrying
canceled,
the
right?
torch on. It's been a really great experience for me, and yeah, thanks.
Cool.
Thank you,
Sarah,
Sarah.
I looked at your website and someday when my ship comes in, I'm going to get boots.
Yes, I
Okay.
looked at her website when I first joined and I thought, oh, that is lovely stuff.
Thank you. Thanks.
Some
What
of
an
that is
what
expensive
an
stuff.
absolutely incredible thing to have. What a,
Yeah, yeah, I'm going to tour tanneries in Tuscany for
is that what you're
tan
doing?
leather.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah. That's really, I mean,
Very excited.
yeah, that's really awesome. That's so
Oh
fun.
my God. You know, that's what this art stuff is all about. It's like when I see somebody whose whole life is a beautiful thing that will last, let's say forever, and your life is this beautiful thing that you're adding to the world that people
Right.
are, and I'm like booking flights for executives. You know what I'm saying? Like for my living, I'm saying it's like
Well, I'll tell you what, I write for video games, and there's not a single person who's ever found a reason to send me to Italy. So it's all in the art you choose.
That's
Yeah,
right.
That's
I don't think as a voice artist I'll ever have to go to Italy because I barely even leave my closet.
This was a surprise and kind of a boon that fell out of the
That's awesome.
midair.
That's
So
fantastic,
I'll
though.
take it.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so cool.
I will be,
And
if anybody's in DC the first week of May, I'm at the Smithsonian Craft Show this year for the first time. So
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
fun. It
I
seems like
can't
quite
wait
a
to
year
see
for
what that's
you.
like. Yeah, so
Yeah.
far so good. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Wow. In my next life, I'm gonna come back as an artist. Well, Sarah, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure.
Thank you.
Maybe next year you can come to the
Yes.
I certainly can, if you do an information session, I certainly can come and talk, because I also apply for grants for many other towns, and
Hmm.
So your
I've been
experience.
doing it for
Awesome.
so long that it's sort of like I know what to do,
That's
and
amazing.
I'm happy to share.
And that would be so helpful to people who are doing
Yeah.
it for the first time.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because it took being on this side of it to understand really how
Yeah.
much was unclear as an applicant.
Wow.
I'm sure.
Okay.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye,
Bye,
Sarah.
everybody.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.